Our next contestant, contestant number 20, Kwek. The full story. The full story, Kwek.
Show of hands, how many of you here have taken a situation at face value only to realize that the truth is more complicated than it seems? Aha, quite a lot of you it seems. And personally, I have too. Today, I will tell you the story of the book Birthday Letters to prove my point. Birthday Letters is a book written by the English poet Ted Hughes, which talks about his relationship with his ex-wife, Sylvia Plath, who was clinically depressed and committed suicide at just 30 years old. Written in gut-wrenching verse, Birthday Letters portrays Sylvia as a tortured genius whose depression drove her both to the heights of literature and ultimately to her death at her own hands. But wait, that is not the full story. Actually, Ted Hughes himself was an abusive and an unfaithful husband, a fact that he completely omits in Birthday Letters. Thus, by portraying Sylvia's death as the inevitable result of her depression, Ted Hughes is able to use Birthday Letters as a platform to exonerate himself of any role in Sylvia's death. So as you can see here, once we know the full story behind something, our perspective of it will change. I had a friend, his name is Kaicha, and he did not attend a single of our group's English WH3 calls. Thinking that he was slacking, I went up to confront him. But to my surprise, he told me that his grandmother was hospitalized. And every day at 8 p.m., he had to go to the hospital to visit her. Now, 8 p.m. was also the time that our group called to do our work. So, why is understanding the full story important? For starters, it prevents us from jumping into premature conclusions. But more importantly, it allows us to empathize with others. When we empathize with others, when we embrace their perspectives, when we stand in their shoes and feel what they are feeling, we get a more holistic and well-rounded view of the situation. Going back to Kaicha, after hearing his side of the story, I empathized with him, and thus rescheduled our call to an earlier time. He was able to join and we could complete our project smoothly. In our daily life, we are met with many crises and conflicts that may arise occasionally. Now, imagine being able to resolve all of them and still make everybody happy at the same time. That is unfortunately impossible. But if we make an effort to look beyond the face value, and if we make an effort to understand others' points of view, we are better equipped to make a decision that best caters to everybody's needs. Yet, for all my preaching, I must admit that at times, it is hard to feel empathy. When we feel our values are being threatened, or when something just makes us see red, it is very hard to take a step back and view the situation objectively. But if you look at the world around us, at a world filled with social and political divides, it is the stark reminder of what happens in a world that lacks empathy. If we want this world of ours to be more peaceful, more harmonious, a little empathy can go a long way. Thus, the next time you see something outrageous, please, I urge all of you, before laying down judgment, do find out about the full story. Thank you.